Well, hello everybody, welcome to the ITL. Well, I'll go ahead and just put my phone down here on this alongside me. I use the phone as a remote for the camera, that way I can kind of see where I'm at in the frame and control it. But yeah, I normally come out saying this has been a busy week. Well, yeah, it's been one of those. I hope the background noises, you can hear me over the background noises on this video. They're doing yard work and everything else around in the area, and it's making it rough. Gorgeous day. It's been a gorgeous last couple of days. Actually, they're calling for a gorgeous future too. But yeah, what have I been up to? Actually, the videos that you guys are seeing we doing through the week, those are actually recorded like a couple of weeks ago. And I got maybe 1 or 2 more weeks of riding videos for you guys to see that I made. And the bike is down. The bike is down right now. I've been sitting down since the weekend. Today's actually Wednesday for me. It created what I called a seep. Come on, it was just a leak of oil from around the valve cover gasket. And I replaced that gasket a couple of years ago whenever I did the valves. And it just started leaking about a year ago. Well, it was getting worse, and I decided to tear into it and find out what's causing it. Well, I kind of figured out what caused it. They had the gaskets around the valve cover bolts, and those had hardened up and shrank, and they needed new replaced. And also I found out along the left side of the motor, the valve cover bolts are actually known on the KLRs, 650s, to the threads are known to be soft, we'll call it. And I mean, I had my ratchet, and I had my ratchet just like this, and I was tightening it down, just using these 3 fingers and my thumb, operating the ratchet, figured get in kind of hand tight, and then you go into your torque specs. Well, I didn't even get to the torque specs. I just barely hand tight, and I felt the threads go on the front one. Okay, about that time I was about, well, if I would have had the camera on, you would have seen MuzzleMike just flip out like he doesn't normally flip out. I mean, I think I actually created a few cuss words of my own. But yeah, and I wasn't very happy at all with it. But I went online, I just stepped back, went on my tablet, went on my laptop, went online, on the forums, klr.net, it's actually a good one, and I started looking. And from what I understand, it's very common for that side, because that side has the radiator that blows the hot air on that side. So it doesn't have it has different heat and cooling cycles as the other side. Yeah, nice motorcycle, loud pipes save lives. That's one thing about these outside videos, you got to put up with noises. Navy Thomas 8 knows all about that. But I'm going to order a helicoil set. That's what was recommended. I've always used helicoils on different engines and stuff when I'm doing mechanics. So I got threads that are stripped, and they work out fine. I've never had a problem. Other people has had problems, I understand. I've never had a problem, so I just keep on using them. But yeah, so that's on hold right now, because I'm not going to be able to swing it, because I'm going to replace the valve cover gasket, the valve cover bolt gaskets. I'm going to replace put the helicoil sets in both in the front and rear. Even though the rear is not stripped out right now, I'm going to get it before it does, because it's that size. It's going to go bad. Once you put the helicoil kit, you forget about it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, so I'm getting it prepped for a nice trip that I'm wanting to go on to Chicago next year for a Suburban Rider. And that'd be nice for us to get together around his hometown. But I'm going to replace all that. I'm going to replace the oil, of course, the filters. I mean, I'm just going to do the whole 9 yards. And I only have, oh heck, I figured it out. I only have maybe not even quite 1,000 miles on this oil. I don't care. There's possibilities of getting contaminants in it and everything. I'm going to try my best not to, but I'm just going to flush it out to make sure it's all gone. It's all out there best I can, and that's all I can do. So I'm gonna get it all at once beginning next month and get it all straightened out. I did run across something else, and I'll throw the pictures up on a picture or two up on the video as I'm talking about it. You might see these on my Facebook if you follow me, or my Instagram, because I haven't posted them yet. I don't know if I will or not. But I came across some people call it a dozer blade, a plow blade. I call it a snowplow blade because, I mean, that's what I'm using them for. I came across one, it actually was my father-in-law's, and he decided that he didn't want it on his riding lawnmower anymore. He's riding his lawn tractor, we'll call it, and because he had a nice snowblower. And all he's doing is his driveway and the sidewalk, so the snowblower will do fine. And he didn't want this anymore, so what I did, I told him, I'll take it, and he gave it to me. And it was it built for my lawnmower? Well, his lawnmower was a Boland's made by MTD. Well, mine's a Craftsman, and it's an LT1000. It's a light lawnmower, lawn tractor. I know it's one step above being just a riding lawnmower. But I did get all the bracing and everything that was on his tractor, and switched it over to make it fit onto my riding tractor. I just love this noise, and that way, I mean, it has the frame supports and everything that came with it. And I'm actually drilling out the frame, putting extra heavy bolts through it, washers, and really stiffening the frame up anyway. I'm making it work, and I'll be honest with you, this blade it's a 46-inch blade. It wasn't made for this tractor at all, but you just make it fit. I mean, I'm not even welding anything right up to it. I'm just drilling a few holes out, using the nice bolts, extra size washers, and making it stiff, making it work right. Now, we'll have to end up replacing the front plastic bearings in the wheels here sooner or later. As long as I make sure the joints are all greased up on the steering, I'll be fine. So I find another use for my lawn tractor. I mean, I do pull a little cart behind it every now and then for different little lawn work. My back 40. It is green. It's not John Deere green, but it's green. I mean, if I would go far enough east, and it's not really that far, really, maybe what, 6-8 hours, I might hit one Lonely Farmer's property. Join in with him. I mean, show him how to do real farm work, huh? Just a joke, just joking. But yeah, the tractor, actually, you might see a little bit more of my riding lawnmower, due to I will be changing the back tires out of it. Found out the back tires, they're around 17 to 20 bucks at Walmart. I only want turf tires for it, and I got a set of chains for it that came with the blade, so I got chains. With my big heavy weight on it, I shouldn't need any extra weight, and I'm only using that snow blade to do my alley, to keep the alley cleared off. The rest of the sidewalks and everything will be used as snow blower, so I just want to use it to basically relieve the work off the snowblower to make the snowblower last longer. That's all it's needed. And I mean, if I'll really be honest with you, with my little postage stamp property here, it really doesn't warrant having a riding lawnmower or a lawn tractor, because it's just so small. But I am not supposed to be pushing a lawnmower, a push mower, on mostly any type of property unless it's really, really small with my hip yet. So I'd rather just zip it out in a couple of seconds with the riding lawnmower than injure my hip and being so new. And the riding lawnmower, yeah, it doesn't get ran long enough to even keep the battery charged. So every now and then I got to do throw the charger on a battery just to top it off. But it does its purpose. All my tools has a purpose. And I mean, it gets to the point where, well, if it's not meant for it, well, we'll make it for it. There's always a way around it. I guess it's kind of the way of thinking whenever you grow up on a farm or helping farmers out, like I've done most of my early years. And then you throw in the mechanics end of it, diesel mechanics, where you had to make things work while you're on the road to get that truck in to the shop so it could be done properly. But it works. I mean, the tractor itself, I mean, it's a 2008, 2009. I got it for next to nothing. The blades is next to nothing. I mean, and I'll have a lot of work done with it. I'm just figuring to tell you guys what I've been up to this week. And like I said, I'm not expecting to be on the bike for at least until probably middle of next month to towards the end of the next month. Depends on when the parts come in. I got to order them, get them in, then we'll get the bike back on the road, then be all set. I don't foresee any problems with it. Actually, whenever I had it apart, I glanced down. The rear brake pads, they were starting to get a teeny bit thin. They're still like just under half life on them. But I'm going to go ahead and swap those out anyway to freshen that up. I've got a brand new set inside the garage waiting for it. So front brakes like new practically. So around town I use just mainly all rear brakes as I'm going downhill, steep hill. And that's really hard on the rear brakes. You get used to using just the rear brakes around town anyway for riding in the wintertime. You don't want to lock the front wheel up on a bike on the wintertime. No, that's a bad thing. Don't ask me how I know. Okay, that's all. We'll just go there. But anyway, it's been a great week in my eyes. Productive. I've got a lot done with it. The lawn, even though you guys don't see it, the lawn, I worked really hard a few days ago. Got it up to pretty close to par. I got a lot of I'll call it scrap. It's just rubbish. I need to remove off the property, get it all cleaned up right. I have an old garden that's off actually this way to me from the camera, and in the picture that you looked at for the lawn tractor, that all overgrown stuff, that used to be old garden there. And then it's all dipped and rutted from my dog digging it. I'm gonna get that all flat and leveled off. I'm gonna try maybe even use the snow blade to help level that off a little bit. Then I'm gonna reseed it and get some grass growing in there, get my lawn back together. That's what I'm shooting for. But MuzzleMike is happy. I hope you are all happy. Hope you all have a great week. This is MuzzleMike signing out.